Hey, here we are at the seventh reason out of the 7 reasons why coaches give up too soon. I hope you've gotten the chance to watch the last 6 videos. We've shared quite a bit, and I've heard some really great feedback on it. And if you haven't, I suggest that you please go ahead and do that. We've covered perfectionism, vagueness, uncertainty, inconsistency, ineffectiveness, and comparison. And now we're going to look into the seventh, which I consider is the most important. I may be a little more biased when it comes to it because this is what I teach all day. But ultimately, if you just master this one right here, then you will see success. And if you're ready, let's take a look. And that is mindset. Yes. This basically, in a nutshell, means that if you get your mind right, everything else follows. If you understand the way you think about things, the way you perceive things, the meaning that you give things, the emotions that you experience, if you have a good sense of who you are and how you process information, then you can definitely be in charge of the things that you see in life. However, if you don't, then you definitely need to do a little bit of introspective and check out the things that come up for you. And here's some examples that I've noticed in coaches. They have a counterproductive attitude, meaning when they want to get something done, if they don't, they actually start pouting like little children, or they blame it on something external, or they just downright are very like sad or upset or have a negative outlook on things. And if you do that, I want to invite you to start taking a look on what your attitude is like when you wake up in the morning. What are the intentions that you have set for the day? Do you have that joy when it comes to like getting up and doing this type of work, or do you dread it? And maybe it's not the actual coaching that you dread, but there are other aspects of your business that you might not really have a good handle on. But regardless, a really good attitude is very important in achieving success. Also, using old beliefs to approach new opportunities. I think Albert Einstein said that insanity is doing the same things and expecting different results. I honestly believe that thinking the same things and expecting different results is just the same. So take a look at what you're trying to accomplish and if your old beliefs really fit into what you're trying to do. If you're using old paradigms, then you're not really going to achieve anything new. You're just basically going to recreate the same old things from the past. So take an inventory of your beliefs and see how they fit into what you're trying to do. Also, avoiding failure instead of embracing it. Look, failure is a big word for a lot of people, and I know we do have the fear of failure, so I want to address that. I understand the fear, but the truth is that the mind over amplifies those fears to keep you safe. But the truth is that even when you learn how to walk, you failed miserably, but you didn't stop because you didn't have these beliefs that, oh my God, if I fall when I'm, trying to learn how to walk, people are going to laugh at me, or I'm going to be embarrassed, or, have these negative connotations in regards to what I'm trying to do. So, it may be people are going to look at it funny or something. Honestly, it's not the actual thing that is the hard part. Like if you tried something and you didn't get through with it, it's not that you're afraid of. It's how it looks from the outside looking in. And maybe you're trying to prove yourself to someone that you really care about. You're trying to impress a parent, a coworker, a friend, a spouse, or so on. So failure, it has a lot of dimensions to it, but If you want to become a successful business owner, you have to start looking at it differently. You have to understand that it's a part of having a business, a part of growing. And if you don't take action and you don't show up there, you've already failed by not showing up. So weigh it out and see which one is more important to you. Sitting there playing it safe, or your mission really matters to you and you want to make an impact. Then giving up at the first sign of struggle. I can say that I've done like this. I will not given up, but consider giving up as well. Look, I get it. Especially when you're stepping into unknown territory, it can be quite daunting. It can, make you feel unsure, but you have to start embracing the fact that there will be struggles. There is no business without struggle. There is no great thing that can be achieved without struggle, because it's part of us growing. It's part of us letting go of parts of ourselves that don't serve us anymore. When crayfish grows, it sheds its shell because that's part of nature, and it doesn't question it. It just does it. But because we are gifted with our mind, sometimes it plays against us. We start judging why, like if we were the crayfish, we would probably think, why am I shedding my shell? Dead meat right now. But in reality, for them, in order to become stronger and survive in nature, they have to shed that shell in order to grow and develop new shell. So think about it that way and see if you can develop a better resilience when it comes to knowing the fact that you will have struggle and not allow that to become dead end for you. And the last one is believing that you have to figure everything out on your own. Look, the most precious resource that we have is time. Meaning that if we want to get to our success fast, we need to find people that have done it, that can show us the shortcuts, that can help us with some of the parts that we don't necessarily need to master. And then there is also coaching. I noticed a lot of entrepreneurs and coaches and consultants going out there and trying to figure out every single piece. And I've been one of those people, and I gotta tell you, I paid too much and too long with my own time and with my own money, thinking that I will save in the end. But the truth is, it costed me quite a bit, and I see this over and over again. So I want to bring it up to you as well to understand that while it may seem that you don't have the money right now to hire someone to coach you or to do the marketing piece, it will eventually take you a lot longer. And that time can be maximized, and you can bring in more revenue than what you would be paying for those services. And also the fact that when you feel that you have to do everything out on your own, it can feel very lonely. And you can see why a lot of people will give up, because we don't really do the best by ourselves. We don't really feel the best by ourselves. And especially when you're working against fears and doubts and limiting beliefs, it can trap you in like the jail of your mind. It's what I refer to it all the time, because that's really what your fears and your worries and all these negative thoughts create for you. So I want to invite you to take a look if that is something that you're trapped in right now. Don't stay there. Find a different way to approach it. If you need help, I'm inviting you to speak with me. We have a community of people that are doing really great in the entrepreneurial world. I see success all the time, and I can tell you what some of the things are that come up all the time to stop coaches from having success in their business. And you deserve to have it. I really want you to experience that for yourself. It's an amazing feeling, and it also boosts your confidence, and it gives you a different outlook on life. So if this has served you, once again, I want to encourage you to give this a thumbs up, share with your friends, and also don't forget to check out classwithkat.com. for the one pattern that allows me to tell how quickly a coach will have success and if they will. Thank you so much for your time spent here with me.